listening to Two Vatos Talking, a podcast discussing life's challenges and blessings with the goal to create an uplifting community for men. We're your co-hosts, Eduardo and Spencer.
Okay, that's looking forward, but you just got back from a lot of stuff. You just had a lot of stuff, and everybody handles that differently. I've had people in my life who get really stressed out when they're really busy. But you didn't seem stressed.
Oh, I didn't?
No, not to me.
You mean coming back or going? Well, first of all, I'm talking about, so I just spent 8 days in Mexico.
Well,
that part. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who would get stressed about spending 8 days on the beach. But
well, you know what was stressful? And I always do this to myself. Mm-hmm. I underestimate how long it's going to take me to pack. That really messed me up because I was like, oh, how hard can it be? I travel all the time.
Right.
You know? So I was doing laundry all like those 2 days and then folding and sorting. And then I have to make a quick run here and a loose errand there. And then I ended up packing till like 3 a.m. It was horrible. I
used to be better at that myself too. I would lay things out, make a list, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Do I have chones? All right, I got chones. Do I have I need my, at least one, I have a prescription. It's a light one, but I go, if I go several days without that, I'm not going to feel my best. So I make sure I get that.
Yeah.
You were packing till 3 a.m?
Oh, it was horrible. So it was,
what time did you have to leave?
Like at 6.
Okay.
Right? I got up at like 5:30, 6. And then that was my jaunt to the border, catch an Uber, go to the border, walk over the bridge, and then get an Uber on the Mexican side to go to the airport. So that was a whole feat in itself.
Yeah, and so for anybody who's listening from other places other than, let's say, the border region, you did something that's not uncommon here, but then again, it's not typical.
Well, I had never done it.
You didn't go through El Paso airport.
No. So to save, and honestly, like at the end of the day, I think I saved maybe $100. Maybe.
That's it?
Yeah.
So tell us what you did.
So in order to not fly out of the El Paso International Airport, and to save some money, I used booking.com. I found a $300 round trip flying out of Juárez to Cancún and back. Okay. So I was like, man, sounded great, right?
$300. And how much was from El Paso?
Like
$500?
It was like $650.
So that's $350 there.
So it's let's just say $350, right?
Okay.
And I shot myself in the foot because I waited too long to buy the tickets, right?
Gotcha.
Even the Mexican tickets, right?
Right.
So then they charged me $90 for one bag going.
Oh.
To check in a bag, right?
Okay.
And then another $75 coming back.
There's $200.
So yeah, $180. And then I had to pay for the Ubers, right? So then it was like $10 from here to the bridge, and then like another $30 from the bridge to the airport. That was on the way going. So there's another $40. But then on the way back, it was $50 because I had to get a cab.
Did you save any money at the end of the day?
That's what I'm saying, right?
You said you might have saved $100, but I don't know. I'm doing
so what am I at?
I don't know, but it's almost close.
Yeah, it's almost the same amount. And what a pain in the butt.
That's the difference here. Is you crossing bridges, taking Ubers. You hadn't been in Juárez in a while, so there's this anxiety. Maybe
there was a lot of anxiety. And then I hadn't done it, and I hadn't gone to Mexico in forever.
Yeah, because a lot of people do go, and it's not a big deal to them. But you hadn't been, and I know the feeling because I did it 2 years ago, and I was like, "Is this worth it?"
Yeah. Now I think it's worth it if you do some good planning,
right?
And so like you could do. A friend of mine from work was telling me that you could do like $200 round trip.
Yeah.
And you're good to go.
Yeah.
Although I did out of Mexico, and then, which was good. I thought it was like comparable to like Southwest Airlines, but on the way back it was Volaris. And so Volaris was, just not good, man. It was like super cramped. The seats wouldn't, recline.
Okay.
No snacks.
I was going to ask you, what was the on-flight snack?
Nothing.
Not peanuts? How about on the way over there, mazapan, or what do they give out?
I actually took a picture of it was like some cookies.
Okay.
And I had never seen the cookies, so I took a picture of them. I thought it was really cool.
Were they good cookies?
Yeah, it was good. It was just it was like a
So they didn't come by with Café de la Olla or anything,
No Café de la Olla. But they did have like a whole cart, of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Here's Triqui Traques.
Triqui Traques.
Yeah.
Sounds like the cumbia song that Alondra played for us at our lunch.
Yeah, Triqui Traques.
Right.
Yeah.
Triqui track. Triqui triqui track. It sounded like, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so I guess out of Mexico's like the higher end airline.
Okay.
And the
more of the established one.
Another thing about the Volaris, really attractive women working everywhere.
I was going to ask.
Everywhere.
The stewardess, old school word, I know. Flight
attendants, really attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a little surprising.
That's the upgrade right there.
Yeah. Even the guys were like good looking,
Really?
I was just like, wow.
This guy's good looking.
I was like, that's a good looking dude. I think I will have another $10 Coke,
Well, Mexican Coke too is on another level.
Well, yeah, we could go get into the food too, but and then I was driving alone, right?
Yeah.
So even though
so this wasn't once again, listeners, this was not a TVT Bro Talk trip.
No.
Maybe one day we'll do one.
I was trying to figure out a way to do it so that it could be a tax write-off, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so, eventually I think we could get there, but then I had just a bunch of unknowns. Like I don't want to take my podcast equipment.
Yeah.
On a plane, and then I get taxed. I read about all these crazy taxes.
Oh, they get back. What is that?
Yeah,
it's got all these gadgets and buttons,
microphones. And,
you'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
So
I didn't want to get taken away or whatever. I did,
and then it had to be carry on. You don't want to check that in and
exactly
not see it for a while.
Yeah. So there was a lot of unknowns.
Yeah,
and then it's just another country, So it's just different.
So when's the last time you had been to Mexico?
Like. When my grandfather passed away, probably 20 years ago.
So that's a long time. And you're 5-10 miles from the border from here? I don't know.
Yeah.
So you're really close. Yet 20 years, you said?
20 years.
20 years ago, you hadn't been. What were your expectations and what was the realization?
Well, I hadn't, I just renewed my passport, right? So I haven't had a need to travel internationally. Mm-hmm. So I had a lot of anxiety about just like, how am I going to get there, right? Mm-hmm. If somebody's going to rob me, right? Like, you're a sitting duck. Right? I'm carrying around this giant suitcase, rolling it around. And then I got my backpack. And then I obviously am traveling, right? You can't scream that any louder. Like, what's this going to be? Like, are they just going to shake me down for like whatever, all the horror stories?
All the mordidas.
The mordidas.
Which are in English is a bribe of some sort.
Some sort of bribe.
Just to get through,
to
where you're going.
Right.
So you had these expectations of how am I going to get tripped up? What's gonna, how is someone going to take advantage of me?
Yeah. And trust me, so like, it was pretty smooth sailing from here getting there.
Yeah. Getting to where?
To the airport in Juárez, right?
So you walked over the bridge.
Well, I took an Uber from my house to the bridge, walked over. Never had I walked over that bridge, right? I usually walk the downtown bridge, but I went to oh my gosh, I can't remember the name, Bridge of the Americas.
Okay.
And so walked over that one, and then you got the Mexican National Guard waiting for you.
So you're rolling a big suitcase across the bridge.
Yep.
But there are a lot of people walking as well.
No, not on that bridge.
Oh, not on that bridge. Okay, I'm mistaken.
And then plus I was super early.
Okay.
So,
and then at what time?
Like at 6:30, 7 in the morning.
Okay. You're out there early, yeah.
And then you got the Mexican National Guard with the rifles, and a little intimidating.
Yeah,
but then
they don't play around.
Yeah, and so although super cool, they didn't do anything. They were cool with me.
Yeah.
But that was like a opportunity for them to like open up my suitcase and be like, "Hey, what is this?"
Sure.
Right? Like pair of shoes. What you can't take these shoes. Or
did you have to pass through the red light, green light system?
I didn't.
They used to have that. I don't know if they still do. Where you press the button and the light turns green. You go. If you press the button, it turns red. That means you're going to get checked automatically.
Right. No, I didn't see that this time.
Okay. So then you crossed, and then you got on the app again, and then you requested another Uber.
Yeah. And then that Uber picked me up, and then he was like just telling me that it was like really slow, and and I hadn't been to Juárez in forever, and so then we're trucking through Juárez, and then we end up in the airport, and it was like pretty calm,
How long did it take you to get once you got the Uber on the other side? How long did it take you to get to the airport?
Like 25 minutes.
Okay.
And then, I'm trying to just bullshit and trying to small talk, just trying to keep things cool, man.
Yeah, you're trying to lower your anxiety level a little bit.
Yeah. And then once I got to the airport, then that's where they stuck me with the $95 for my luggage.
Did you know that was coming?
No, I thought I had paid it online through their app or through their website. Apparently not. I probably got charged twice. You know.
Oh, you didn't look.
Yeah, but it didn't come through. So it's just real funky. Even the Out of Mexico website. So you got to remember, like as you know, in Mexico, it's always you can negotiate, prices of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, their website's not just like that, right? So I'm not used to that. So,
how much do you want to pay to?
That's exactly what they said. So here, do you want to go to first class, right?
Yeah.
And then I already knew I was going to have to pay for luggage.
Yeah.
But if you pay for the first class, that includes 2 checked bags. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, well, I'll do it. So they tell it. So the option is, you want to pay $90 or up to $155. And I was like, okay. So it's like making a bid, right? So then I put a bid for like $130, $125, something like that. And then if I got it, then that means I fly first class and then I get 2 bags checked.
Okay.
Well, then you have to wait. And then I got an email like 3 hours later or something that says, oh, your offer wasn't accepted. And so no first class for me. So
did you still pay that amount of money?
No.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting system.
It's an interesting way of doing things,
Loteria or something. I don't know.
It's like eBay,
Yeah. Let's see if I won.
So it just reminded me of the culture, like you don't see that here, right?
No.
Like
not that I recall.
So then I got hit with the $95, and so I had it. I mean, what am I going to do? Say no? Like, yeah, okay, here's the $95. So that was the first hit. Mm-hmm. And then your tips helped me out tremendously. So when I got to Cancun, it's like a hornet's nest, and you walk out of the airport, and it's just a long line of these guys waiting to offer you taxi cab service, And then I had read, and then you had told me do the bus, the ADO bus, right?
Yeah.
And so then I didn't know how that worked, and so then I walked all through this line of people telling me, "Oh, taxi, private taxi,"
and they're gonna tell you anything and everything,
whatever you want to hear, for $10 until you get in the car and then say, "Oh, where are you going?" Oh, wait, that's another $110. Yeah. So then I asked a couple people, and so I had to walk back into the airport. Went to the ADO,
An ADO is a Mexican bus line.
Yeah, which is great. I thought it was really the way to travel, honestly.
Yeah.
And so
you're not riding with chickens and stuff like that.
Not at all.
No. It's first. That is a first class. It's quality.
It's really nice.
You ride high as well. It's not a low sitting bus.
Beautiful bus, right? Yeah. Like state of the art bus, and then
a lot of times they're Mercedes-Benz buses.
Yeah. And then it was cheap. It was like $14 or something like that.
So you get off the airport, and if you ever go to Cancun or fly into Cozumel, you can fly into Cozumel as well, which I actually like. But then if you're not staying in Cozumel, then you have to take the ferry. There's no other choice. You got to take a ferry to get to the mainland. But Mexico, it's just a lot of hustlers.
A lot of hustlers, man.
That's how they make their living, is they hustle. I don't know if it's commission or salary. I think it would probably be salary because, but they're just hustling and they're trying to get you to buy stuff, and it feels you feel pressured.
Oh yeah.
But man, they're trying to make a living. That's what they're doing, and if they don't get the sale, then someone else is going to get the sale.
Super competitive, right?
Yeah,
just super competitive. Transportation is huge over there. Right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, and then another sitting duck, right? Like, how are you going to know? Like, if it's a $5 ride or a $50 ride?
Yeah, if it's taxi, you could ask them before, and I've always heard, if you're going to take a taxi, take it from an official spot. In other words, from the hotel, they're going to get the taxi for you, or from the airport, not just off the street, although people do, and that's normal. Yeah. But obviously, they have Uber, and Uber's, it's the same here as it is over there.
Over there, they recommended I download InDrive. It's the Uber for the Mexican.
Yeah, they've got Lyft. I think Uber and Lyft, but I think some are a little more friendly towards the drivers.
But internet is terrible over there, so you got to rely on Wi-Fi a lot.
Okay,
that's what I found.
Did your service work there though? Like, did you get charged? I think
no, I didn't get any extra charge.
Because a lot of them, T-Mobile. I have T-Mobile, and we didn't get charged, and we would use WhatsApp. WhatsApp was very popular there.
Yeah,
and we used it for just easy chatting. But our service worked there like it worked here. It was very, it was very helpful.
Yeah.
So let's get to some of the good stuff.
Yeah.
You and I had been talking because you were going to Cancun for a wedding, and it was you needed to be there.
Yeah.
But you were going for some extra days, a little R&R.
Right.
And I had recommended Playa del Carmen.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, Cancun's cool. It's got its ups, it's got its positives, but it's hotel to hotel. You can't really walk around because the properties are so large.
Yeah.
And to get to the street, that's a walk in itself. And then you can't really see too much.
Right.
So I recommended Playa del Carmen, which is 45 minutes to an hour away, and you can walk the streets. You can check things out. Quinta Avenida is very well known, and just a bunch of shops and restaurants, and it's fun. I like it. And so you took me up on that advice, and you went there. So you had to take that bus, the ADO, and it took you to Playa del Carmen. And I recommended a hotel that I had stayed at. What was your impression of Playa? That's what they call it, just for short, Playa. What was your
Playa del Carmen?
Yeah, what was your feel for it? What did you think?
So it was like a small town feel.
Yeah.
Until you get to the beach, and then the hotels or resorts that are right on there. Unless you're staying there, you really I didn't feel like I belonged there. Honestly,
really?
Yeah.
In what sense? We're not from there, so.
Well, I mean, the bars that were accessible from the beach.
Yeah.
I only went to one bar, right?
Okay.
So I just walked a little bit of the beach.
Yeah.
And super expensive. Oh my gosh. So I had one drink. It was, and I asked for the top shelf tequila, right?
Okay, well that's
$27. American dollars.
Man.
Yeah. So they saw me coming, right?
Really, $27. I've never heard of that. To be honest with you.
Yeah. And it was just a flat fee, right? It was just like 27 bucks.
Wow.
Yeah. It was I can't remember how many pesos. It was like 400 or 500 pesos. Jesus.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was a lot. And so that's all I did for that. And that was during the day. And then I just walked a lot. I walked Fifth Avenue or whatever.
Fifth Avenue.
And then again, just a bunch of hustlers everywhere, you know? The taxi cab driver, I got dropped off at the ADO bus terminal in Playa. And then I took a cab to my hotel.
Okay.
And then he was a really cool dude, right? And he told me, if you want some good tacos, eat at this place called the Fogon. And he goes, it's right next to your hotel.
Okay.
And so then when I got to my hotel, they'd tell me, hey, if you're hungry, go eat some good tacos at the same place, right?
Okay, so you knew that was probably legit.
It was so good.
Okay.
It was incredibly good.
Yeah.
And I thought it was reasonably priced for a tourist, right? Because you're in the tourist area. I got a great set of tacos. I mean, I can't believe how good they were, right?
Really?
Oh my gosh, it was great.
Steak or what were they?
Arrachera,
which is kind of like fajita.
Yeah. But they have it on the trompo,
Oh, okay.
Or they cut it off of that. And then I got some quesadillas with arrachera.
Okay.
And then the agua de melon.
Oh, I love their aguas.
Bro,
there.
oh, it was so good, man.
Yeah.
And
aguas are just, it means waters in English, but it's just like el agua de. So in this case, melon is like cantaloupe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, they make juice out of the fruit, whatever it
they
is.
Just get the
Sandía
cantaloupe
or limon, limonada, whatever, but
chop it up and blend it all up. Oh my god, I had 2 of those.
Yeah.
And then my 2 big plates, and then they give you these little beets and all the salsas and all that.
The sliced.
It was so delicious, bro. And maybe because I was starving from traveling all day.
And then it's like your anxiety was feeding your system, and your system needed to relax, and you needed to eat.
Yeah. Yeah. And I really kind of took it easy, on eating. I didn't want to be using the bathroom all the time, traveling all day.
Yeah, okay.
And so I checked into my hotel. I went to go get food, which was just walking distance, I had to wait in line. There was a few people in front of me. The place was packed. Good service, quick,
Service there is generally pretty good.
On the money, man. Yeah. They don't bullshit with service.
No. And they don't skimp on employees.
No.
There's not, you go to a restaurant here in the U.S., it's what's taking so long?
Yeah.
No.
They're busted butt, man.
They'll staff. They will be fully staffed.
Yeah.
That's generally the case.
They are hard-working guys, man.
Oh, yeah.
And they're, not messing around. So, I didn't have to sit around and be like, hey, can I get a refill? Where's my food?
Yeah.
No way, man.
And they don't typically bring you the check either until you ask for it. I don't know. Maybe over there.
That detail. That was it was almost kind of fast food, Mexican kind of fast food.
Right.
Because it was a big place, and they just had a tremendous amount of people just churning there. And so, anyways, that was a delicious meal, right? It was so good.
I remember, you texted me about it. You said, I just ate this awesome meal.
Oh my gosh.
And I was a little like, man, I wish I was there. I could.
The tortillas, bro. The tortillas. Even
De
the
maíz?
tortillas. Yeah, the maíz.
Okay.
And then the double tortillas, right?
Oh, yeah, they double up.
They
So
double
break
up.
apart. Yeah.
And they're not the little tiny ones, like
Okay.
they're like a little bigger than the little tiny
yeah.
taco tortillas.
Okay.
But doubled up, plenty of beef on there, right?
Oh,
Plenty
yeah.
of meat
They
on
don't
there.
skimp on the meat.
3 salsas, plus the sides,
Yeah.
and then I think it was nopales, the cactus, nopales
Oh, yeah,
as
yeah.
a little side.
And radish. It's radish, I think. Or is
I think
it
they're radishes. It's a
yeah.
radishes with the limon on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's good.
so good,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's
And then I mean that. So I was just like, yeah, bro, I'm good, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm good. And I think so. It was basically 2 entrees, right? 2 entrees, and then 2 agua de melones. Came out to like 23, 24 American dollars.
Okay.
Which I was 100% fine with that.
Yeah. Totally.
But then after that, I think my body was just like, I went to my hotel. I was like, I'm going to shower and then I'm going to go walk around and stuff. Some fantastically beautiful ladies walked out of my elevator as I was going up.
Yeah.
And they were going out to the clubs, and I was like, holy smokes, look at these girls,
And
right?
that was what, a Sunday?
That was a Sunday night.
Sunday. So I had stayed at the hotel. What's it called again?
HM.
HM. Yeah, H&M. Or it's HM. It's just HM.
It's just HM Playa del Carmen.
Yeah, I stayed there with my 2 daughters and my ex-wife. We were married, and my girls loved it.
Yeah.
And it's not a fancy hotel, and it's not a ma and pop hotel either. It's
No.
something in between.
Right.
And they loved that place. It's got not a big pool, but a really nice pool with like these single hammocks that are in the water.
Yeah.
And a
yeah.
cool cabana beach bar right there at the edge of the pool.
The poolside bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's not fancy. It's not a big resort.
It's got what you need.
But it's nice. And it's not like in the middle of all the action. It's almost towards the edge of the action.
Well, you're like 2-3 blocks away from
Yeah.
like the main drag.
So I really liked the hotel. When we went back a second time, they really wanted to stay there, but we didn't because I'm like, we need a little more space because it was just a room.
Yeah.
And I don't like necessarily, walking around luggage on the floor and bathing suits spread out.
Yeah.
And I have 2 daughters. Everybody has stuff. Yeah. So we got our second time we went, we got a Airbnb, which was basically like a 2-bedroom apartment, kitchen and everything, balcony, beautiful pool.
How did that work out?
Just great.
Really?
It was great. It had a great view of the beach. I thought it was great. My daughters, the whole time, were like, oh, we wish we were staying at the hotel.
Really?
Yeah. I think for them, it was a memory thing. I told them, I go, look, you just you had a great time, and I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
But it's just nostalgia.
That was it.
Because we need more space, and this is nice, and we're literally at a hotel on the beach. But, they got over it eventually, I think. Although I think they would still want to go. But I took them back to HM to go have breakfast because they had a great breakfast.
Yeah.
The hotel used to have breakfast included.
Oh.
And I had told you that.
I'll tell you what, man. That breakfast, like, it was worth... I mean, so...
It's not like the breakfast is here at Comfort Inn or La Quinta where there's maybe some waffles and like a banana and a muffin.
No, this is a good breakfast.
Okay. Tell us about the breakfast there.
Oh, yeah. So I'm so glad that it came with breakfast, right?
Yeah.
And then it's a good Mexican breakfast. So they got a guy there. First, you could sit indoor or outside. You walk in, you get your own little table. I was traveling alone, right? They have like a guy making you eggs. Mm-hmm. However you want it.
However you want.
Yeah. I ordered 3 eggs, sunny side up, over medium.
Yeah.
And man, the guy made them perfectly, right? And so then
that's his duty is to make eggs for you.
He's the egg guy, right?
Yeah.
He's just making eggs however you want to do it. And he's ready to make all the omelets and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then
you can throw whatever you want in eggs. They got stuff there, jalapenos.
Oh, and then the salsas.
Champiñones.
Oh man, the salsas are so good, right?
Yeah.
And so even at this place, right, he's making me my eggs, and then I didn't really want omelets, so he just serves them to me on my plate.
Yeah.
And then I get some, and so the first time I got this, it was like it looked like avocado salsa. And so I just like put it all over my eggs, right? And then I sprinkled like 3 different salsas on there, right?
Uh-huh.
And the avocado looking one was actually habanero.
So your eggs are super hot.
It was freaking not fire, but it was hot, right? It was hot, but it was so good.
Okay.
And then I come to find that that's just the way they make that one there. They use a habanero a lot.
Okay. All right.
I'm not used to that. I'm used to just jalapeno.
Right.
After the egg station, you have a bunch of fruits, a bunch of vegetables. You got some cheeses, some salamis, and like cold cuts. And then you got all the bread, right? So like muffins and like all sorts of delicious breads.
Like pan dulce.
Pan dulces. Yeah. I stayed away from the breads as much as I could. I was brave.
Better than me. I'd be on vacation, like it's vacation.
And then on the opposite side, they had a lot of people make the green juices there.
Oh, yeah.
Man. And so as much green juice as you want,
That's awesome.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And then, so it was a green juice and then I think like a fruit water or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? And then after that was like the fruit station. So it was a bunch of chopped up mango, chopped up, all the good, like pineapple, grapes, just a little section just for that.
Yeah.
And so once you go around that, and it's all you can eat,
It is.
Oh, it's so good.
Which is pretty amazing because it's high quality.
And they got yogurts and all the, raisins and all that stuff that you want to put on your yogurt. It was great, man.
And what about coffee?
Oh, yeah. They got, yeah.
They come around serving you coffee, don't they?
They serve you coffee. Yeah. I mean, the coffee was good.
Okay.
But, coffee... I just had coffee.
I just remember
water,
really
juices.
enjoying the coffee there and sitting there. It was nice.
No, it's great, man. And again, not fancy, right?
No, not
This
at
is
all.
not a fancy place.
But it's nice.
No. Don't get me wrong. It had everything you need.
Yeah.
The rooms are nice, but it's just I always think of the acoustics. So like when you walk into a room, it's very echoey.
Yeah.
Because everything's made out of marble.
Yeah, I mean the rooms aren't big. They're not fancy. You're right. The floors are a tile floor, but like ceramic or something. I don't know.
They're like ceramic or like marble.
Yeah,
like
that kind of that really smooth surface.
Yeah,
that's really quick to sweep and mop.
Right, and then they had a.
So it probably acoustic wise. I mean,
Yeah, so it's just that's just the way it is, right?
Yeah,
it's just echoey, and then they didn't have a window for the bathroom, so it was just kind of they had a window, but you couldn't close it, and so you just let like natural air come into the room like that.
As I was remembering things, I was trying to text you and say ask for this or ask for that, because when I go, if it's a place I'd never or I'm not familiar with, I'll ask to see the room.
Oh,
and then if I don't like it, I ask if they got a different room, and 90% of the time they do, and they'll give me a different room that I'd like better. They're just really good at accommodating you there.
Oh no, yeah, don't get me wrong, and it was so the bathroom was really nice. Like it had everything I needed. It had a safe, and then it had a rainfall shower head.
Okay,
super nice. I really dug that. I was like, man, I'm gonna have this next house I have.
Well, you can put it in this one. You just got to change it out.
Well, no, in the ceiling. So the water comes down from the ceiling, not from the wall. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So it just comes straight down.
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. So anyways, that was a nice little touch.
Yeah.
And then they left a bottle of champagne on ice for me there.
They didn't do that when I went, I don't think. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a nice touch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then they give you like filtered water. So
I
was real worried about like getting some sort of gut thing, So like I was using the filtered water to like rinse my toothbrush and like rinse my mouth out and stuff like that.
Smart. Yeah.
And good thing I never got sick while I was there.
Well, there you go. I mean, people like, don't drink the water. Well, if you're going to get sick, you're probably going to get sick from food.
Yeah.
More so than water.
Yeah.
Because bacteria could live better in food than it can in water. People don't think about that.
So, I was there from Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday morning I checked out, and then I got a cab ride to go to the resort that I was at.
Oh, you took a cab all the way back to Cancun?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then that cost
how much was that? Yeah.
$35.
That's not bad.
I was fine with that.
Yeah. You just wanted to get there quick and direct and not mess around.
Well, I asked the hotel staff, and then they pointed me, and they called.
But you didn't take a bus back. That's what I'm saying.
No, they didn't have any. Yeah, that was just like the easiest way to get there.
Gotcha.
And then it was direct, right? The guy picked me up.
Yeah.
And it was under contract, right? Like they weren't going to jack up the price on me and stuff.
It's done deal. You just get in. And,
too easy.
Yeah. Straight to the hotel. You don't have to.
Yeah. And trust me, man, the resort, outstanding, brother.
Yeah. So you went from a nice hotel, medium size, not resort, but nice, free breakfast.
Yeah.
Went to Cancun where the wedding party was going to be, and that was a resort. That was an all-inclusive resort.
Like paradise.
Yeah.
Like no bullshit, like just straight up paradise. And so it was outside of Cancun. It was called Maya Riviera.
Yeah, Maya
Riviera.
Riviera, yeah, the Mexican Riviera, the Mayan Riviera, yeah. Maya Riviera, yeah.
And then so like another world.
Riviera Maya, yeah.
It was just like another world, like super secure to get in.
Yeah.
It wasn't just one resort. It was like a whole collection of resorts.
Okay.
And it just top class.
So it was all inclusive. In other words, once you're in, you don't pay for anything.
Mm-mm. You don't pay.
All
which
your
was mind-blowing.
foods included, all your drinks included. Several restaurants to choose from.
Brother.
Several bars to drink at.
Oh my gosh.
And it's as much as you want to eat and much as you want to drink. Is that correct?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And you got to experience it, right? I guess you've done these.
I've done it.
Yeah. I've never done a resort like this.
Yeah.
one.
I did it when our first trip to Playa, when we took our daughters.
Yeah.
We stayed at the Mom and Pa for Playa.
Okay.
And then we stayed there like 3 nights, and then we went to an all-inclusive, not quite in Cancun. It's in the Maya Riviera, in that area.
Oh, okay.
And they love both of them. And, of course, they love feeling pampered and ordering room service and going to any bar and asking for their drink.
Whatever you want, man.
Yeah. And you just ask. Right? There's no... But they really like Playa as well. They like that little hotel for some reason.
Yeah.
Both experiences they're different. They're hard to compare. But for your money, I like Playa because it's just more. It's cheaper.
It's way cheaper.
Because the Cancun, you get a lot, but it's not cheap.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of a pretty penny, probably.
Well, so price comparison was HM.
Yeah.
I paid, I think, $89, right?
$89 a night?
$89 a night.
Okay.
Right. Versus the all-inclusive. The all-inclusive resort was $365 a night.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Which is a lot of money.
And
is that per person? Like,
well,
what's
for
that?
me.
Just
That
for
was
you?
for me.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to be because everybody gets their own bracelet.
Yeah.
I don't know how
it's the bracelet. The bracelet lets you into everything.
Yeah.
But it was, I think it was, so it's cool if you want to just like unplug, right? If you want to unplug, you want to sit by the pool, you want to drink, whatever kind of drink they'll make for you. Which one of the greatest features I found was, I was trying to pace myself, right? And so we were there for my stepdaughter's, destination wedding. And so her husband's...
Congratulations, by the way.
Oh, thanks. It was awesome, man.
Congratulations to you and your ex and to your stepdaughter.
Oh, man. They looked amazing.
Yeah.
It was spectacular.
But real quick, when you're at HM, you leave the hotel, and as soon as you walk out the door, you're on the street, and you can walk around. When you're at the resort...
No, man. You're locked in there.
You don't leave.
Unless you have to.
Unless you have to, or really, really, really want to, like an excursion.
Yeah.
You're going scuba diving, or I don't know, some sort of excursion to a cenote.
Right.
If not, you're literally like you're locked in. You stay there.
But there's like no reason to leave.
Exactly.
There really isn't. They make it so that you're
paying a pretty penny because you've got all the food you want, and it's not. It's a variety.
Oh no, man!
It's not just Mexican food.
No. So, for example, we had so they have the buffet, right? And so the buffet is just kind of like open for everybody,
right?
Delicious food, delicious everything.
And you just walk in.
Oh man, it's just wonderful.
Yeah.
Right. And there's hours.
And there's plenty of seating.
Yeah, and again, great service, man. They're cleaning tables.
Yeah.
Taking dirty dishes off your table and all that stuff. So super great service.
Right.
But if you want to eat something a little bit special, you could, they have a list of restaurants. And so like they had a Brazilian steakhouse.
Okay.
A smokehouse where it was like barbecue.
Oh, nice.
Hibachi. Hibachi.
Yeah, we did hibachi. It was so much fun.
Yeah. But you have to reserve those.
Right. Those, because they're smaller.
Yeah.
But it's not hard. You just pick your night and then go. Yeah.
Yeah. You can't do it like right before the day of.
Right.
You probably need to do it a day or two before.
Now, what about, so buffet, the buffet one, can you walk in like you're just coming out the pool, like you make shorts and a t-shirt and chanclas?
Pretty much, yeah.
Now, what about the other ones?
There's dress codes for
Dress
those.
codes. So you just can't just walk in like you're coming
Yeah.
from the beach.
Right.
You got to, and it's not dress fancy, but
it's not packed either.
put some attire on, like some nice beach pants and a nice shirt of some sort.
Yeah, like a collared shirt or
Yeah.
whatever. But the vibe there is just so chill. It's just so wonderful. So we did those. We did the smokehouse, and then we did the Brazilian steakhouse.
Yeah. Now, what about? And I'll come back to the food, but I'm curious about the drinks because typically we go out here, and we both like ranch waters. I like them a little bit more than you.
Yeah.
But I just say ranch water, and they give me the house.
Yeah.
Tequila, which I don't even know the name of the brand. It's that unheard of. It's that unremarkable of a brand.
Sure.
Is it marked up if you want your favorite tequila?
So they have their tequilas.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I took a picture of them, but they had, I don't know, like they're like from the region or from whatever, right? It's not like Jose Cuervo. Well, one of them I think was Jose Cuervo. Mm-hmm. But anyways, they have like I'm trying to think of like the vodkas and like they have like recognizable brands. Mm-hmm. So it's not like these ridiculous no-name brand that's like in a squeezable bottle or something, right? It's an actual good tequila.
They're good tequilas. They're good liquors.
It's good liquors.
Yeah.
And then so one of the things that I learned was I'm trying to not gain a bunch of weight even though I'm on vacation, right?
Yeah, I guess.
And so but I still wanted a drink, and so so I go, and they're all super cool, right? And I like small talking them, asking them where they're from, and so they all have the same kind of story. Like they're there because that's where the money's at, right?
That's where the job's at. But they're from other parts of Mexico.
Parts.
Most of them aren't from Cancun.
Exactly. Yeah. And so so I tell the guy, I go, look, I really want a mojito because I want that mint, but I don't want rum and I don't want it full of sugar. I go, he goes, well, what do you want? I go, well, I want tequila. And I go, do you have a drink like that? He goes, yeah, it's a mojito with tequila skinny. And I was like, perfect, bro. Yeah. And so he like mashes up the mint, he puts
up the mint.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh, nice.
Mashes it all up, puts in the liquor, the ice, makes it. And then I'm like, damn, that's some good stuff, bro.
Are you drinking it at the pool? Are you you one of those bars that the pool is set into the pool?
Well, that's where I was getting to, right? So like I got there and everybody was already in the water, right? And so I was like, well, damn. And then they had like the taco guy, right? Like making taco arrachera, like all these great little tacos.
On the side of the pool?
On the side of the pool, right? Under this canopy and stuff.
Yeah.
Right next to the freaking, again, another fruit tray of, fruit
so
just
awesome,
everywhere.
Man.
And then there's like an ice cream thing,
like
right?
Paradise.
Oh my gosh, right? And so then there's like 8 different kinds of ice creams with the ice cream cones, so you could just get that whenever you want, right? And so then I get my little, tequila mojito skinny.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, saying hi to all the family and stuff and saying hi to my in-laws, right? So they really great people, man. Great. They're from Venezuela, right? And so
Who's from Venezuela?
So Lizzie, her husband, is from Venezuela.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, my stepdaughter, right? So his parents, so it's him, his sister. His sister has 2 little twins that are like 1 or 2 little babies. And then it's his mom and dad.
Okay.
Tons of fun, bro. Tons of fun. They like to drink. They like to have a good time.
Where do they live now?
In D.C., in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've been here for, 25 years or something like that. But they're originally from Venezuela. So it worked out having the destination wedding in Mexico because their family from Venezuela could travel easier.
Oh, and did they?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he had his cousins, like lifelong friends and stuff, which was really
great.
And
I'm curious, what was their, being from Venezuela, South America, obviously speaking Spanish, but different people, different country. Yeah. What was their perception of Mexico and Cancun?
Oh, they loved it, bro.
Yeah.
No, it is paradise, bro.
Yeah.
It is paradise. Like I can't get over how beautiful it is. It's like they put a little piece of paradise in the middle of the jungle. Because the wildlife is still there, right? So there was flamingos. There was a capybara, right? There's all these little critters running around.
Yeah.
And there was, I forget the name of it, but it looks like a monkey. And he's like walking around. And it's like, what? I've never seen this. But they're just hanging out, right? And nobody bothers them. Nobody's like feeding them or anything like that.
Yeah.
They're just living there.
Yeah.
these beautiful peacocks, like just roaming the grounds, right?
Oh, nice.
Beautiful peacocks, right? And so you have all this nature, you know. In fact, there's like, I took a video of it where I'm like walking down, because the resort's really big, right? And so I'm walking to my room, and there's like critters that you could hear walking in the like jungle next to you in the path, right? And I'm like, man, what is going on?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It is beautiful, and I don't know. I get a little concerned for overdevelopment, you know, because a lot of that land is so just untouched.
It's beautiful,
and yeah, you know, but they need an industry as well. They need jobs as well, and
yeah. Well, life is different outside of that, outside of the resorts. Total 180, right? Like just from the, you know, the couple of trips that we did leaving the resort was just total different world, right? Inside of the resort, everything's polished.
Yeah,
Everything's just
Cancun's kind of a busy city. It's
yeah,
yeah,
and everybody's a tourist here, right? That's the major industry, I think.
yeah. Well, yeah, of course. Industry.
but so as I got my mojito, I'm going over to the pool.
Yeah.
And then
back to the mojito.
Back to the mojito,
yes,
right?
I took you off track.
So I climb, I jump into the pool, and the pool's like 4.5 feet, right?
Okay.
So it's just perfect height that you're not going to drown. You know, you can just walk around
mid chest.
Yeah, and so then I'm talking to, you know, it's Lizzie and David that got married, right? So David's parents, they're there, and they're like, he tells me, he's like a little bit older than me, right? His dad, and he tells me that he used to be a surfer in Venezuela, you know.
Oh, wow.
So they're super active. They love to dance. They love to drink. They love to just have a good time, bro.
Yeah.
And they were like, we were just hitting it off, bro. And then I'm meeting like his best man, his best friends from like, you know, from college. So he has David has a really tight group of friends, which was really beautiful. Lizzie too, right? Lizzie, her friends from high school, in fact, her friends from middle school, and one from elementary were there.
Oh, wow.
So she keeps a really tight circle of friends also. So it was really nice to just see everybody, and everybody's just having a good time, right?
How old is she?
29.
Okay.
And so then...
it's a good age. It's a really good age.
Oh, it's perfect, right?
Yeah.
And so then I jump into the pool, and I'm drinking my, you know, mojito, and then everybody's like, hey, let's take a shot, right? And so there's the poolside bar just right there.
Yeah.
And he's like, how many shots? Oh, 15. Here you go, 15 shots of tequila, right?
Yeah.
And that was the first one, right? And then I was like, I do need another mojito, right? So then I'm like, well, let me get another mojito. Bro, it's so nice, right?
Oh my gosh, dude!
It is paradise.
You don't carry any cash, nothing.
Nothing. You don't need to.
You just have your little band on your wrist.
Yeah, that lets you into your room.
There's no exchange of anything.
No.
They're there to make sure that you're having a great time,
bro. So this is like 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon, right?
Yeah.
After I went to the gym, right? Because I wanted to get a workout, and the gym was nice, right?
Yeah.
But everybody had already been there for an hour or two, right? So I'm getting there a little late to the party, and then I'm catching up on drinks and stuff. Everybody's having a good old time.
Yeah.
And then the poolside bar, bro. The poolside bar with the bartender serving you whatever you want, man. I don't know how many shots we had.
It's dangerous because you want to have a good time, but you don't want to wreck it by getting, you know, plastered.
And that's what I was afraid of.
And then you're in the sun.
Yeah. Well, we were in the shade at that time.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, you know, it's the sun, it's the sand, it's, you know, all this stuff. So you do have to pace yourself a little bit.
That's what I was saying. You got to pace yourself, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, we had to, so we jumped from that pool, and then everybody jumped over to the other side because they had a foam party.
Yeah.
And so all the kids, you know, I call them kids, they're 29, 30 years old, right? They jump over there, and I stay on this pool with David's dad and his mom, and we're just bullshitting, just talking, getting more drinks, just drinking up, man. And then we had to get ready to go to the rehearsal dinner, right? Oh and so we're talking 5 o'clock. The rehearsal dinner's at 6.
You're totally
and I'm like, I got to go to my room.
You're in no position to do anything responsible.
No, man. Moment. That's what I'm saying. And so then I got to go shower and get ready, right? And so then I got to take my 4-minute walk to my room.
Poor you.
Shower up, and I recorded myself that time. I'm like, I am drunk already, right? And it's 5 o'clock, 5:30, and so I go to my room, get changed, and then take a walk to the lobby. That's another 8-minute walk, and then, hey, let's take a shot. Yeah, let's do a shot. Let's do this. Let's do that.
Yeah.
And then by 10 o'clock, man, I mean, I don't know how much I have drank, right?
You're like, well, this was a good day.
Everybody
What did I do?
It's like nonstop drinking, bro. Nonstop, right?
Yeah.
And then I was afraid I was going to wake up hungover. No hangover, man.
Well, that's because you're drinking good liquor compared to beer. If you had been drinking beer all day.
Well, okay. Well, to go to that theory, we had a boat day the day before, right?
Okay.
And so the boat day is we got up at like 8. We took a charter to the boat, right?
Okay.
And then we jump on the boat.
Yeah.
In fact, there was 2 boats because there was so many people. It was like 70 people, right? And so I guess I found out later I was on the older crowd boat, right? With the kids, I had my son and my daughter there. And then some of David's friends and, whatnot. And then the other boat was where all the wild and craziness was happening. But hey, whatever happens on that boat, it happens on that boat.
Okay.
But on our boat, awesome. It was just awesome, right? And so they go over the rules, and they're like, "All right, we got a bathroom here, and blah blah blah," right? And they're like, "And if you need a refill, just hold your hand up." And so they give you these little plastic cups, and they're like handing out tequila sunrises and like whatever kind of drink. And I was like, "No, I don't want to drink the liquor. I'll just drink Corona beer." And bro, I must have had at least 15 beers.
The little ones? Like the little tequila bottles? Sorry, Corona bottles are like 8 ounces?
No, they had the quarts, right? And so the deckhands that were on the boat, they'd come around and just fill up your little glass from that quart of Corona.
So you got about how many glasses?
I equivalent at least to a 12-pack, at least.
Damn.
At least, man.
Okay, so
and that excursion
how
was
did the
awesome.
theory play out? You're on a boat as well.
Some people got really sick.
Yeah, I was going to say, some people are not used to the
My little girl
motion
got
of
sick.
the ocean.
Yeah, and my little girl got...
And the sun and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, so people were getting sick, but that was not because of the liquor. It was because they were getting seasick, I fortunately didn't,
Oh, you're desert people.
Yeah. But it was great, right? And so we took a boat ride from there to Playa del Carmen, and then we paid for a crazy ass excursion where we get off, we go into some shop, they give us some samples of tequila.
Okay.
We use a bathroom, and then it's like jump on a golf cart and then drive through Isla Mujeres to some like scenic viewpoint. Mind you,
on the beach.
Well, away from the beach.
Oh, okay.
So we jumped in the golf carts.
Okay.
And now you got a picture. It was, I think we all together rented like 5 or 6 golf carts, right?
Okay.
Nobody's like directing traffic or anything, right?
Nobody should be driving either.
Nobody
probably.
should be driving. And who's driving? My college kid son, right? And so
I was going to say maybe Emma.
it might have been safer, right?
Yeah.
And we are just cruising through the streets as fast as that little golf cart can take us, right? And I'm like, what the hell are we doing?
I needed seat belts and helmets, probably.
Oh, bro. It was bad, right?
Wow.
And so that was a whole adventure into itself. And then my son now, he's like, I probably shouldn't have been driving. And I'm like, all right, well, you were.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, was that your son and daughter's first time there?
Yes. In Mexico, yeah.
In Mexico?
Period.
Wow. What was their perception?
They loved it.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I need to take them back. I got family in Mexico City, and I was telling Emma we need to go and like just go meet the
Mexico
family.
City's a whole nother beast.
Oh, my gosh.
Beautiful, 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 crazy city in the sense that there's just so much to do.
Yeah.
It's a cultural capital of the world. A cultural capital.
Yeah.
There's several, but it's one of them.
Yeah.
Absolute amazing city.
I need to go now as an adult. So like I went when I was a kid. I went when I was 16, I think 15, and I hated every second of it, right? Because it was like
family.
It wasn't fun, right? And it was just like me and my mom, and we were just like, I was just like couch surfing and like, who are you? And it's like, oh, hey, what's up? And I was like this rebellious kid with like long hair, right?
Yeah,
and all these people.
You were just a punk.
I was a punk, and then people are like, who's this punk, right?
Yeah.
Why does he have long hair? He looks like a girl. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So just wrap up the Cancun wedding or the Cancun stuff. So the wedding, top tier, bro. Top tier.
Sounds like they did a great job planning. So kudos to them.
No, they did, right? And my stepdaughter's a huge planner, and I can't wait to see the pictures. They had a photographer and all that. But talk about fun, man. On the beach, on the water, perfect weather, right? Perfect weather. Again, the drinks flowing all night long, shots flowing all night long, good food. I had salmon, good dessert. You know, it was just everything was on par. The DJ, bro, the DJ kicked ass, right? The DJ played for 5 hours and had everybody on that dance floor, man, for the entire 5 hours.
Wow.
It was really good.
You know, and then just back to the hotel in general, it's not just food, drink, and great amenities. They typically have people there to entertain you as well.
They do, yeah.
At the pool and doing events and games. They
Absolutely.
just they make sure you have a good time. You can chill at the pool, but they also want to make sure that people are active and doing stuff.
100%. Yeah. In fact, they have like Zumba classes, archery. They had a whole list of stuff, ping pong challenges, just like really cool, lighthearted stuff.
Yeah, it's
and they even had a nightclub. They had a nightclub, like a full blown nightclub in there, walking distance, right? Mm-hmm. And so it was awesome, man. Just awesome. Like I just can't say enough of
Well, we definitely need a TVT Bro Talk trip.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe we'll take we'll take some guys, maybe some women too. Who knows?
Yeah.
It'll be something that everybody have to pay for, so we can organize it on their behalf and take them. They'll have to sign a waiver of some sort, and what happens over there happens over there. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool down the road.
No, brother.
TVT getaway.
So this one, as a single person, it probably isn't like where you want to go.
Where
the resort that I went to.
Okay, but they have them. They have resorts that are for
single people.
Yeah,
which I don't know about, but
no,
I'm
my
sure
cousin went. She told me, all adults,
all adults,
and she said it was something else.
Oh, okay,
and she's married. She went with her husband.
Oh, wow.
But she was like, it is something else.
Yeah, which I'm sure it is, right?
Yeah.
Now, this one, it's a lot of families, a lot of well-to-do people. And I met this really cool couple. Mm-hmm. I'm just kind of small-talking with them.
Yeah.
And it was this young couple. I mean, young, I think they're probably like mid-30s,
okay,
40. And they're from Austria. And so it took them 27 hours to fly there.
Oh, gosh.
And I give them the TVT Bro Talk, so that they could look us up.
Yeah, we might have someone in Austria listen.
Yeah. Really great, and so they were telling me about the excursions that they were doing. They were big scuba divers.
Okay.
And so they were like, it's really cool to hear that, because they were in Germany or they had that's my wind chimes. They're in Austria, but they had to take an hour ride to Germany, and then from Frankfurt fly to Australia or something crazy. I don't know where.
God knows where they flew to. Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. But anyways, they made it 10 days at the resort.
Yeah, might as well.
That's what they said. They're like, we got to make it worth it.
Yeah.
So, and they do.
And
man.
they stayed at the resort the whole time. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. But they were doing all these excursions,
Yeah.
So they did a cenote, and they did a...
Yeah. Cenotes, if you're not familiar with them, they're... Mexico is actually the only country on earth that has them.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. It was like, I don't know, let's just say 1 million years ago. Could have been less.
Yeah.
There was a asteroid or meteor shower that hit, meteor, probably not an asteroid, meteor shower that hit that region of the Yucatan Peninsula.
Yeah.
So it's mostly in that region, but it goes up all the way up into... I've heard there's some cenotes in Tamaulipas, which is northern Mexico, but it's just Mexico. And so these meteors hit the earth, created these huge sort of caverns, and then the water from the ocean filled up the cavern.
Yeah.
So it's just this amazing, they're all different. Every single one is different, and some are just gorgeous, and others look like, I don't know, like just a small body of water.
Yeah.
But people enjoy them all over there, and they're just amazing. I mean, it's just an amazing experience to some of these cenotes to be in there.
Well, that's what he was describing to me. So he said that the water was crystal clear. He said he could see 40 meters into the water.
Now, I've heard that there's been maybe some issues with they call it El Tren Maya. So that was the last president's sort of big presidential plan, where they wanted to build a train that stretched from Yucatan all the way down to Chiapas, a few other states there, and that so some of those trains affected the environment there because of all the work they did, and hopefully not, but I don't know. But it's just, once again, going back to what I said earlier, it's just a beautiful area in Mexico that, I hope that they maintain that, because that's part of the attraction.
Oh no, it's gorgeous, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, Mexico is just such a, I mean, it's like you're saying, I really hope that they preserve all that.
Yeah.
And it looks like they are, but it's such a, it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't say enough how gorgeous it is.
So now that you've taken this trip,
and
you did a number of things to get there, and you've tried different things, you stayed different places, what's one tip you would give someone who was thinking about doing something similar?
Do it quick.
That's your tip.
Do it, man. Do it.
Yeah.
Plan it.
Yeah.
If you could plan it, I think you'll have a better experience than take the stress off.
Yeah.
But don't overthink it.
Okay.
And just go do it.
Yeah.
Go do it. Now that I have my passport, I definitely want to take my kids.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of these things that it's just good, right? And we don't have to just focus on Mexico. We could go other places, Italy or whatever.
That sounds like simple advice, and maybe for some people, like, okay, well, I wanted something a little more detailed, but I think we'd be surprised at how many people don't do it.
Well, and there's a lot of fear, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of fear about, like, oh, I'm going to get shot. I'm going to get robbed. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get that.
Yeah.
I don't want to stick out like a tourist.
Right.
Hey, man, everybody knows you're a tourist, right? Like,
they know you're coming.
They know, and they want you there.
Exactly.
They really want you there.
They rely on tourism.
Yeah.
And that's why they treat people so. That's one of the reasons why they treat people so well. I think,
you could kind of think of it like if you're going to go watch your favorite sports team, right? And you're like scared, like, well, what if something happens and I'm going to the Cowboy Stadium, right? Like, what if this and what if this happens and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, man, like anything can happen at any time in your life.
Yeah.
You really want to go see the Cowboys or the Raiders, whoever your team is. It's like, if you really want to go on vacation, just go to Mexico. Right?
Yeah.
Just go. Just do it. Book it. Plan it.
Yeah.
Read the tips. I use ChatGPT and ask it questions, on how to like navigate all the fine details.
Yeah, whatever it is. I mean, you have a hobby, and that's another. You can build a trip around a hobby. Let's say you're a cyclist.
Oh yeah.
And you've always wanted to see the Tour de France or some other big race. Go do it.
Yeah.
Right. You're a runner. We've been, we visited. We had that great when we went to 9-Run-5's event. If you're a runner and plan a marathon in a different city.
Yeah. Or like I was thinking art, right? Like there's a castle over there. There's like all these art museums,
right.
and there's just a ton of things to go see.
Right.
And then it's all the great experience, like the food, man. Like the food was just ridiculous, right? And then just one final thing on the food. And I was talking to the people that were working there. The mangoes there are like harder. And so, but they're so delicious. Right? And they were consistently this way, right? And so I was like telling one of the employees there, I was like, hey, like the mangoes are delicious. And she goes, oh, it's because of the dirt, right? And the earth that we're pulling them from our backyard here. And
a lot of volcanic ash is deposited in the soil in Mexico, which makes it really rich.
Yeah. And then, the air is humid, right?
Yeah.
So then you got the ocean kind of coming into the mix and all that stuff. So the mangoes were delicious, man. The pineapples were just delicious. And I told her, they're different than the mangoes that I get in America. And she goes, oh, they're probably softer, mushier, and more
traveled
and more acidy. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what they are.
Yeah.
And she goes, yeah, they travel, right?
And they put chemicals on them to try to keep them from
oh my
spoiling.
gosh, yeah.
And they're just fresh,
man.
Yeah,
and plentiful,
and picked probably closer to when they should be.
Yeah.
Harvested, not so early.
Oh man, yeah. So that was to me one of those little, like, you're not going to experience it until you're there.
Yeah,
and then it's just like, damn, so good.
So now, so your advice is just do it. Now that you've done it, what's one thing you would have done differently?
Plan it earlier. Like prepare for it better.
Okay.
I'm
you're back at 3 a.m. the day before. You got to leave at 6.
Yeah.
I did say in the beginning of this episode that you've been super busy lately.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that, that sort of.
Well, and this lady that I used to work with, she retired, but she was an avid cruise goer, right?
Yeah.
So she loved going on a cruise. She would do it at least once a year.
Okay.
Once, maybe up to
I
3
haven't been on a
times.
cruise.
Same here. But
My mom's been on several.
she swore by it, right? And
Yeah.
in fact, it would be her and her daughter, and her husband was like, "No, I'm not going to go on these silly cruises and blah blah blah," right?
Right.
And so she goes, "Well, see you later. I'm going." Right. So
Right.
every spring break, she would take her daughter, right? And then one year, he finally went with her, and he after that, she goes, he was hooked, right? He was hooked, and so every year he goes, "Just tell me how much it is, just
Yeah.
book it." And she was a planner,
Yeah.
So she had a bin. And it was just ready with all her clothes, right? It was just ready, like it was a bin ready to go, right? And so she goes, Ed, there's no stress, man. There's no stress. The biggest stress is I'm trying to find the flights.
Yeah.
6 months in advance, right?
Got
3
to
months in
plan at
advance,
Miami or Galveston or LA.
right? And so she's just like, and then I just book it. I book it. I have everything packed. I take out the bin. That's our travel bin, and then it's just getting the clothes ready, right?
Yeah,
And
awesome.
and she would plan every night, right? So like she would theme the nights
Because
so,
they do have themes for the cruises. Yeah,
Yeah.
so smart.
So she would have like her Saturday, or her 70s clothes,
Yeah.
her theme night, and then
Yeah.
whatever it was. So she took the stress out of it, and she goes, all I worry about is just getting to the airport, right?
Yeah.
Just get to the airport, and then no stress once you're on the ship.
Yeah.
So, and then she said her daughter made like these lifelong friends because they would go on so many cruises that they would meet other families.
Yeah.
And then they just have all these excursions for the kids on the cruise ship. So she said they made a bunch of friends from all over the world.
No, I kind of delay in packing too, but if my next trip to that area, what I would like to do is probably just take one bag, like a big backpack.
Yeah.
Take the minimum, and then buy a few things there. I don't want to have to dress up. I don't want to have. I just want to. I don't want to think about it too much.
That sounds like a really good idea, honestly. And you could do it.
Yeah, totally.
Because you're going to buy stuff while you're there anyways.
I'll buy some things, but my point is, I wouldn't be going to fancy dinners where I need different
Yeah.
clothes. I'm not gonna. I'm not a scuba guy, and I'm not gonna. I just comfortable shoes,
Take some good walking shoes.
some
man.
good walking
You know?
shoes, the sandals, chunkless, 2 pairs of shorts, 2-3 t-shirts,
Yeah.
enough, everything else, and yeah, man, just keep it simple.
Yeah.
And then if I need something, I'll buy it there.
Yeah.
And if I don't really need it, I'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Give
Yeah.
it to someone else. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
there's always that option too.
Yeah.
But you're talking about just traveling light and then just enjoying the trip.
Yeah, you got kids. That's a whole nother story. But thinking about that, because you went by yourself, but you went to be with the group.
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned that your friend who would do these cruises, and she's like, all right, you don't talking to her husband. You don't want to go? That's fine. I'm going. I have a friend of mine. She said that she went on a cruise, I think last year or so. And she went by herself because she didn't have anybody to go with.
Yeah.
And she's like, you know what? I want to do this. I've been wanting to do this. And
Yeah.
she's over 50, and she did it. And I thought, well, that's pretty cool. And I think, and she's a woman, right? So
Yeah.
I think that if you like that point of just do it, some people I think, well, I don't have anybody to go with.
Yeah.
Who says you got to go with somebody?
Yeah.
You might even enjoy it better
Yeah.
because you don't have to be.
It's up to your
negotiate.
personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, if you got no one to go with, just go.
Yeah. And people will talk to you, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the most social person, but
You're pretty social.
I'm a little social, right? But I mean, I don't know. There's more people. I think there's
Right.
people that are more social. I did enjoy meeting up with everybody after I was there for 3 days, right?
But you probably met some people who were there by themselves too, or at least saw some people in Playa. or
Not really.
Cancun.
Not in Playa. Yeah. Well, and also the days that I showed up for the week, Sunday I slept, so I lost Sunday. Then Monday I walked around. I was looking for like a bar and stuff, and everything was kind of shut
Yeah.
down.
I wouldn't mind going for like a month.
Oh man.
Like in the summer, rent an Airbnb. Because my brother, I think what he plans to do for his 50th, he's been there quite a few times. He said he's going to travel Mexico.
Yeah.
And he's going to let people know his dates and where he's going to be. And if you want to pop in, show up, go for it.
Yeah.
Like this is where I'm going to be these dates.
Right.
Right. And I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. And people can just plan around it. And he's not saying, let's plan with me. He said, these are my plans.
Yeah.
Feel free to join me.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to go.
Which that's actually better, I think, because it's too hard to sync.
It
with
is very
people.
hard to sync.
Really, really hard.
Yeah.
But if you know, and then there's no expectations of like, oh, we need to meet up with this person. you could kind of overlap your trips, and then once you're there, you make contact, and then you figure out like where's a good spot to like meet up or whatever. I could totally see that working.
Yeah.
So no, it was a great trip. The sad part is always coming back home.
Yeah.
Right.
Reality.
Come back to reality and get back to work. It's like, man. So, but no, the trip was amazing. I regret, there's a couple things in my life I do regret. I regret not going more often to Mexico. And I think it was the fear, right? The fear of like something bad is going to happen. Also, I never took my kids to Disneyland when they were younger. We went when, the first time I went to Disneyland and the first time my kids went to Disneyland was like 2 years ago. So I really regret not taking them when they were like 4 or 5, because I think that would have been like a core memory for them to have, That's another one. Like
hey, you did it.
I hemmed and hawed about Disney and it's going to be expensive. It is, but it really isn't that expensive. Like there's ways to cut corners on it, and they make it so convenient to go to Disneyland, So again, you need to take your kids to Disneyland. Take them. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Time, they say, and some people say it's the new commodity. It's not the new one. It's been like that forever. But I think as you get older, money comes and goes.
Yeah.
Health, we just don't know.
Right.
You can take care of yourself, but we really don't know.
Yeah.
Anything else you can recuperate, time is the one thing you can never get back.
We're losing it every second, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're not making more of it.
No. So I think, if anything, one of the messages here, there's several to take from this experience that you had is, well, just do it. Plan for it. Plan for it. Click enter.
Honestly, don't plan 10 years from now, right? Don't plan like, in 2030, it'd be really
when
nice.
I retire.
Dude.
When this happens. For whenever, no.
Yeah.
Plan now.
Put it on the calendar and do it. You know? One final thing I haven't told you about.
Okay.
So while we were over there, my nephew was there. So he invited us to go to the World Cup. So we're going to go to the World Cup in June 11th.
Like a month and a half from now?
Yeah.
Oh, where does it get? Which
in Los Angeles.
Okay. Nice.
So, yeah. So, another trip, right?
There you go.
And so, he offered.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes.
Yeah. Okay. World
so it's
Cup,
going to be, it's going to be the World Cup. We're not going to have that chance again, right? And it's going to be USA versus some other team. I'm not sure. Yeah. But anyways, it's going to be the first game for USA to play in LA.
Okay.
And I'm going to take, it's going to be my 2 kids, right? And so I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And again, I don't want to look at the price of stuff, and I'm just like, let's just do it and just enjoy it,
Yeah. And we're not saying throw caution to the wind or forget budgeting. We're just saying plan.
Yeah.
Because if you don't plan, that's when the costs go up.
It does.
Plan ahead, find out where you can save here and there.
Yeah.
And enjoy it.
Yeah. And so, like, case in point, I was already looking at like renting a car, and I'm like, I could save some money by driving over there. Oh my God, what a pain in the butt! I did that last time, right? And it works out okay. But now I'm gonna book the flights.
Yeah,
we show up. We're gonna do Disneyland the next day, and then we'll come back. So it'll be a 4-day trip, but it's gonna be awesome. It'll be awesome to do a TVT Bro Talk.
Well, I got to find another ticket.
You want to go? Let's go, man.
Well, let me know. Let me know.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Right? Do an episode out there?
Yeah. I mean,
telling you.
It's the World Cup, man.
It's the World Cup, man. I'm not a big soccer fan, but it's the World Cup.
Yeah.
So you just kind of gotta.
We
got the opportunity, and I'm just like,
yeah. It's like like that movie. It's the motherfucking Catalina Wine Festival.
What movie is that?
Step Brothers.
Oh, I've never seen that movie.
Oh,
I need to watch it.
Anyway, you can take that part out if you want.
That's funny, man.
All right, man. Well, I'm glad you're back.
Yeah.
Back in the saddle. I had a good time. You had a little R&R, but back to the grind as well,
bro. Yeah.
So you got to enjoy these vacays because, man,
we're not getting younger, man. And the older we get, the less mobile we get, and that's another thing, man. You really got to stay in shape, man. Honestly, like humping up and down. Like Mexico does not have a lot of elevators, and the sidewalks are like.
We could do an episode on Mexican sidewalks.
Gosh! I saw this poor girl all dressed up. Right, we were just leaving the hotel. Ate it, man. Just eats it.
I ate it there myself.
Did you? How can you not? Right,
dude. I didn't see it coming. We were walking from a cenote, and I'm all chit chatting with this because you make friends, you know, people you meet, and I was chit chatting with this couple, and it was just a kind of a dirt road walking towards the street.
Oh my gosh!
And to this day, my girls remind me of it, and everybody like gathered around me, like, "You okay?" I stepped in a pothole, and then I was wearing chanclas, and I just landed on my butt. But everybody gathered around me, like, "Are you okay?" I'm like. And it did hurt a little bit, but I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Why is everybody like, what do you think? I'm like some sort of like elderly person. Like that was the loudest fall we ever heard. I don't know how.
Like a bag of potatoes falling down the stairway.
And to this day, my daughter's like, cause my daughter who's studying to be nursing, she goes, "Dad, you okay? What hurts? Tell me, can you move, can move your arm?
What day is it?"
Yeah, look at are you okay? Like, I'm like, yeah, I'll be all right. She's because they're like. I had never heard anybody fall that hard. And I was like, part of me was like, man, maybe I'm heavier than I thought. Or I don't know. Like, how did I make so much noise? But apparently I just made a ton of noise falling down.
Oh, man. The sidewalks are the worst I've ever seen.
And
if they're even there.
I literally did not look where I was walking.
Oh, man. It's tripping hazards everywhere.
Yeah.
Man.
And then you're wearing chanclas and your feet hurt because all the walking and you're carrying stuff. And if you got kids, you're carrying their stuff.
Yeah.
And
well, that poor girl, she was a young girl, right? And she was all with her friends and stuff. And they're all like laughing at her and she's on the floor. And I'm like walking up to her and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And she's like on the floor still. So I put my hand to pick her up and everybody's just like looking at me. And I'm like, "Are you okay?" Right? Like, I'm not trying to do anything. And so I just help her up. And then she goes, "Oh, okay. Thank you." And they're, European, they got this European accent. And poor girl. Humiliating for her.
You're there long enough, you're gonna eat it. You're gonna eat it. I can almost guarantee it.
Jesus.
But luckily Mexico has really good pharmacies.
Oh, they got pharmacies everywhere selling you testosterone.
Yeah. You can get stuff there that you cannot get here without a doctor. Just tell them what you're feeling and they will hook you up. So
yeah, if you need to get your pharmaceuticals without a prescription, that's your place to go to. You want to get a massage at every corner.
I get a massage there.
Did you?
Yeah, it was all right.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh,
man.
Regular.
Yeah. At the resort, you could get a massage on the ocean, on the side of the ocean with a little curtain drawn around you so that nobody's seen. You can just hear the ocean waves.
You're always complaining about fresas to me. Now look who's the fresa.
I didn't get one.
You came back pura fresa way.
Bro. How can you not, bro? You get used to that. You get used to that living. I'll tell you what, man. It's hard to go back to eating,
Well, we're going to do an episode over there.
It'd be amazing, honestly.
Yeah. All right. Well, glad you're back.
Thanks.
And everybody, thanks for listening. And hey, I said it's going to be something important. So listen for a future episode. We're going to do a 3-minute mental makeover. Once again, we're not mental health professionals, but one of the things that we enjoy doing is trying to create an uplifting community for men. And part of it is just doing a mental, checkup, right? Talk about some things that are important to us. So check us out on a future episode for that as well.
Awesome.
All right, man.
All right. Very good. Well, this was unexpected, but it was a good episode, I think.
All right. Hey, and it's still early. We can still go out.
No, we are going to go out. It's only 10.
Okay. All right. So we're not total losers.
Well, that's still up for debate. But
all right.
Yeah. All right. Well, good job, man.
All right, man. All right. Mil gracias to all those tuning in to TVT Bro Talk. And hey, vatos, remember, pónganse trucha. Arriba, pa' abajo, pa' frente, pa' lado. Arrímate, mamita, muévele un rato. Arriba, pa' abajo, pa' afuera, pa' centro. Este es el tiempo, este es el momento.